What's good, YouTube? We back with episode number 5 of the Madden 17 preview, and we are on from the NFC East. We did the Cowboys, the Redskins, the Eagles, and the Giants, and you see we are playing the Cowboys right here. Lucky Whitehead taken out and get smacked by that special teams defense. And we look at this team, they finished 10-5-1. It's pretty good, but it's really good actually for what type of year they had last year. They've had a really busy offseason, with the whole Richard Sherman dilemma. A lot of rumors here, a lot of rumors there. You hear rumors from everybody else, but I think that whole thing will be worked out. Cam Chancellor got himself a nice little 3-year deal to keep him here in Seattle. It's a big deal for him. Signed a 1-year deal to Eddie Lacy, which could possibly be a good deal if he can keep his weight under control, which he reached in a part of his contract to get extra bonus pay. Good for him. Big fan of Eddie Lacy when he can stay healthy. And you see the fake punt pass here. I rarely pull that trigger now, but I gotta do it every now and then. He was actually in the pretty decent coverage for it. I just beat him to it. And we throw a little dot in here to Doug Baldwin. Very underrated receiver. You got Jermaine Kearse and that wide receiver core too. It's a pretty good receiver core, underrated receiver core. Got Tyler Lockett. Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham really had like a bounce back year, like a really good bounce back year where he could stay pretty much mainly healthy. And this is what he killed me with all game long. Little comeback route, L2 control, push him back down the field. It's all covered in the first place. Played really great man defense. But yeah, let's be honest, the problem with Seattle since this defense has been there since Seattle's been good and relevant since pretty much 2012-2013 range, is their offensive line. And a part of the deal for Jimmy Graham was Max Unger, the center, very good center that plays for the Saints now, a part of the trade in that first round pick. They did draft in the second round Ethan Pocket. Hopefully he can provide a little bit, come as a second round pick. Hopefully they know what they did on the offensive line on there. And the second pick, another second pick they had, it seemed they traded back from the first round and got more picks, is Malik McDowell, very underrated pass rusher out of Michigan State. He's just a very good player. I believe he has potential. He was another guy who was his stock really bumped up towards the end of the draft. He was seen as possibly a third round guy, but then he moved up to be a possible late first, which he actually dropped all the way down to the second round. Not all the way. I don't want to put that much emphasis on it because it was only 3 picks later, and the Seattle Seahawks picked him up. As you see the user picks, nobody can test my users. It frustrates me. Bobby Wagner, great linebacker. Yeah, of course we're going to talk about that defense. Their running back situation is really interesting. I know I said about Eddie Lacy. Rawls had a great year as he came back. He didn't really play most of the year, but he came back strong, really strong, especially in the playoffs. And unfortunately, CJ Prosize went down. God damn it, man. He was going to be a good fantasy running back, man. First play, 70 yards. I started him, touchdown. Then he got hurt a few plays after that. And yeah, that running back situation is very interesting. There's a lot of interesting running back situations over the league right now. But yeah, their offense is pretty good and balanced, except for the offensive line. They're really going to need some players to step it up. Of course, they're going to draft defense and stay drafting defense like that. I like it. But offensive line is going to have to become more of an emphasis in free agency and more on like that. So we have the Richard Sherman dilemma, that happened in the offseason. We're going to get to that defense now. Cliff Averill, what a stud he was last year when Michael Bennett went down. Michael Bennett, of course, came back still a stud. He came back firing. So you got Cliff Averill and Michael Bennett both under the defensive line. Now Malik McDowell, Bobby Wagner, just a whole bunch of good players. Earl Thomas decided, I'm not going to retire. I love the game too much. Cam Chancellor. Then you got Richard Sherman. Then Deshaun Shedd, which they re-signed too, who had the torn ACL last year. It's a really good team, honestly. I like them a lot. I think they're going to be better this year. I think they can post a better record. It's going to see touchy touch here. And you see a nice pass. What great catches he made in the playoffs. Did you see the catches he made? Richardson made some great catches in the playoffs. Y'all should go check that out. When we get the sack right here, you know, he can't pass on me when we get in that pass rush on him here. Yeah, but that's all I got to say about Seattle here. You know, they're pretty damn good. I think they'll be better this upcoming year. So, yeah, that's what I think about them. So, here we go. Dak Prescott in the pocket. We'll see what he does.
Bro, just go, bro. Right now, hurry up. Hold on, do it. Yeah. Oh my God.
He gets drilled. Of course, Cole Beasley takes a lot of hits. He just couldn't handle that one. And this game is looking pretty damn wrapped up right here. Am I right? And, I mean, we're going to go ahead and hit him over the top. Come on, what's the man coverage for? On one of the most underrated receiving cores in the game, Jermaine Kearse with the catch. You know, he just can't handle the sauce right now. And we're just playing great defense. Users over there this game. As you see here, a fumble, and yeah, say goodbye. That's gonna do it, folks. So there we go. Here we go. You know, that's it. Clutch moments out, YouTube. Peace.
Wait till you see the. No.